Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a little Q&A. I'm going to be answering a few questions about myself. So hopefully you keep on watching and you get to know who I am. So the first thing I want to mention is my name is Shanik. It's pronounced Shanik. It's not Shaniqua, Shanene, Shanik. No, it's Shanik. I've grown up my entire life with everyone mispronouncing my name, and my birthday is April 28th, which just passed, so that's why I actually have my birthday balloons up. I wanted them to come out. My family actually decorated it for me. I currently live in Minnesota. I just moved here a little over a year ago. I was raised in Arizona. I lived there my entire life. So moving out of state is something completely new to me. Like I said, I've only been living here for about a year and a half and I don't like it. I feel a bit homesick. I do like seeing the different seasons and everything. I like how it looks when it's snowed. I like seeing like summer, how green it is here in Minnesota, but I honestly miss the desert. Probably because I've lived there my entire life, so I do miss it. So now that I mentioned that I have seen all seasons, I still want to say that my favorite season is summer. I do like the heat, but I like dry heat. I do not like Minnesota's summer where it's humid and I'm basically just standing and I'm already sticky, I'm sweating. I don't like it. I love Minnesota's winter just because it's so white, it's snowy, it just looks beautiful, but I also don't like how it lasts like 8 months out of the entire year. Just last year it was like April and it was still snowing. We had like a blizzard, so that I don't like. I do like a snowy white Christmas, but that's about it. I actually have my questions on my computer just so I can sort of have an order of what to answer. If not, I'd be all over the place. I am married. I don't have any kids yet. I don't think I'm ready for kids. Sometimes I want kids. Most of the times I see other kids and I remind myself as to why I don't have a kid yet. So right now I am married, but I don't have any kids yet. I only have a dog and his name is Baxter. I will show you guys my dog, but he's actually sleeping. That dog can sleep 24 hours a day. I just have one dog, one pet, that's all I have. And now moving on, I have two siblings, that's two sisters. They're younger than me. One is 22 and the other one is 15. The 22-year-old, she's actually the one that helps me film. She helps me set up. She's actually the one that edits all of my videos. So she's the one behind all of this stuff. My sister, the 15-year-old, she's just in her own world. She's just Snapchatting, everything that a normal 15-year-old in 2019 likes to do. So now I'm just going to talk a little more about myself. I actually went to cosmetology school while I was in high school. I did Cosmo school junior and senior year. I was going to high school during the day and then I would get out of class early, go home, sometimes eat or get my stuff ready, and then go to Cosmo school. And sometimes I would do it on Saturdays, which were the Saturdays that were either mandatory or I needed more hours. And obviously Saturdays I would get those hours. After high school, I went to a small private college and I did about a year there. I was going to school to be a medical assistant, and for one thing or another I actually had to drop out, so I only did about a year of private college. So kind of in reference to school stuff, I actually speak 2 fluent languages, which is Spanish and English. And in high school, I actually took French for 2 years. I'm not very fluent in it, but I do know quite a bit of it. My sister The 22-year-old, she actually took some French also. So sometimes between her and I, we'll speak it, but it's not like the greatest conversations where it's like, whoa, you guys are good. No, it's kind of like, I'll call her a bitch in French. That's about it. I'm gonna brag about myself a little bit, but I'm actually really, really, really good at translating English to Spanish or Spanish to English. I grew up my entire life doing that for my mom. I don't have a favorite drink, but I do drink a lot of pink lemonade or juice. But I do have a favorite color, and my favorite color is actually red. I love red in any shade, but I also do like black and brown. Those are the two other colors that I like. A lot of people tell me black doesn't count, but I don't care. I like black and brown, but my favorite has to be red. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what kind of music I like. I don't have a favorite just because I listen to everything, and if anything, I could have a favorite at the moment, but like all-time favorite, I don't have a specific one. I do love Marc Anthony, but I'm not crazy obsessed with the guy. I love all his songs. I love him. There's just something about that guy that I like. The main type of music I do listen to is like reggaeton, banda, like hip hop, some rap. It just depends what mood I'm in. That's the kind of music I'll play. I do like a lot of like love songs, like canciones románticas. I really do like that. So that's it for the music. Now I'm gonna actually tell you guys about one of my most memorable vacation. And that has to be one of the vacations that my husband and I took to Minnesota. We actually decided to surprise my family. We did a road trip from Arizona to Minnesota, and that's obviously when I was still living in Arizona, and we took the road trip to Minnesota. So the whole thing was that we were gonna go to California, but my husband and I decided to drive to Minnesota instead. My sisters and my mom had no idea about us coming to Minnesota. The only one that knew was my dad, and the only reason why we had to tell at least my dad was just so that we could make sure that they were gonna be home when we were gonna obviously arrive to Minnesota. So we did that drive and we went across, I think it's 8 different states. And we did that in 2 days. We actually slept like nothing. We thought it was gonna be better and we're gonna get here faster. It was a really, really, really nice surprise. Just to see them again, be with them again, and just to see their reaction. It was very much worth it. I was supposed to be at Disneyland, but we were actually hanging out with them, and we were there for about 2 weeks, and then we had to do the drive back home. So yeah, and then after that we actually ended up moving to Minnesota. So since living in Minnesota, we're actually a whole lot closer to Wisconsin, and we knew that in Wisconsin there was like a sort of like a strip that's like almost like in Vegas, how there's like Las Vegas Strip, where it's all the cool stuff of Las Vegas where you want to be at. It's kind of like that, but it's actually just water parks. We actually went there like a few times last summer just because the drive's sort of short for us to go there, and we all love the water parks. So I've been to Wet n Wild in Arizona, and I think now they changed the name to Six Flags, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I've been to Wet n Wild in Arizona. I've been to Wisconsin Dells, obviously in Wisconsin. I've been to Universal Studios in California, and I have been to Disneyland. That's like the theme parks, water parks that I have been to. But we actually want to go to Disney World, and we'll probably be doing that next year, because this year we actually are going to be celebrating my little sister's quinceañera, and we're going to be doing it in Arizona. So that's going to be another trip that we're gonna be taking as a family. So I don't think we're gonna be doing Disney World anytime soon, at least not within these months or this year. So something you guys actually don't know about me is that it actually took me a very long time to get on YouTube. I already had a camera, I already had the lights, I already had obviously makeup, a vanity, I already had everything I needed to get on YouTube, but I wouldn't, for one thing or another. Mostly it was not fear, but like insecurity as to like, how am I gonna do on YouTube? It was just a lot of little things that kept like holding me back. Sometimes I didn't even have a reason as to why I wasn't starting it. It was just like, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow was never coming until like my sister, like recently, like she even said like, I'm willing to learn how to edit just so that you could just sit there, film, give me the video, and that's all you have to do. So she kept asking me like, when are you gonna start? And like I said, I just kept putting it off. I have already been wanting to do YouTube for a while, just because I wanted to show what I know. Like, I feel like even if it's one thing that I could teach somebody else, like that's one person that I taught something to. So yeah, I really enjoy doing the videos. My sister, she actually enjoys the whole editing process, so I think it works out for both of us. So yeah, since I'm new to YouTube and everything, I hope you continue to watch my videos. I hope you decide to support my journey. I hope you stick along and continue to watch me, and I'll continue to upload, whether it's one person, 5 people, 10, 1,000 people that watch me. I'll still continue to upload videos because it's something that I enjoy and something that I do like doing, like honestly. So thank you for watching another one of my videos. And by the way, I actually have a makeup tutorial on this eye look that I am wearing now. It's a nice coppery eye. So if you like, you could go and watch that video so you can learn how to recreate this makeup look if that's something that interests you. Other than that, you could just like my video and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell just so you could be notified when I upload, which I try and upload Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.